This is me leaving KESTELL. So today I'm going to JOBURG, but this is kind of bittersweet here because this used to be my territory, you know, back when I was much younger. Ladies and gentlemen, I used to walk through here to go to school. This was like literally where I walked, you know, not drove on this or whatever. This is where I walked to get to school and to in order to get to town, because we lived out on the farm. Yeah, I had to walk. This is it. This is this is the story here, guys. But you know, some of these experiences you can look at and frown upon if you want, but you know, this taught me about. So now it's just me and the road, open road, until I get at least to let's see. I don't know, is that filter inviting in a lot of light? If not, at least it's giving you an idea of what it's looking like. The weather has been absolutely awful. Hardly any sunshine for this whole time I've been here. Hardly any sunshine. And this is December. This December has been nothing but cold. So I don't know how to feel about it. I really don't know how to feel about it, because part of me is, yeah, I don't know. But let's try another filter because it's just way too dark. We're trying to minimize the amount of work we have to do post-production. Okay, let's leave this one filter here, and hopefully that's going to do it. All right. Yeah, so I used to walk here, walking to and from school, and yeah, it was excruciating. So being able to come back here and walk through all of these roads again is kind of humbling. If I had to be honest with you, it's humbling. I can tell you this, the camera doesn't do justice in like reflecting what's going on here. It just looks so different. And so like right now I am leaving the main town, right, which is like the main like KESTELL area. But I'm also leaving a specific region because back there are mountains, there are hills, the landscape is totally different. But as I leave here, we're starting to see more of flat areas, and yeah, it's just kind of I don't know, it's kind of interesting, but yeah, it is what it is. So now we're headed to JOBURG. It's gonna be supposed to be 4 hours, but hopefully we'll be there in 3.5 hours, because as you can tell, there's hardly anybody here. And of course we have a jogger, you know, why not? And look at that guy. That's a marathon guy right there. It's a marathon guy. He's just taking it easy. Alright, I'm just recording here until I get to this area called Africa Scope. Kind of grew up around that area, so I'll be walking from way back there up until here. Of course, when you are in a car, it's like a piece of cake, you know, it's like nothing. But all these farms here, the cornfields, I remember just, you know, oh man, memories. And here's the thing, you don't see a lot of houses like they used to be over there, but it's like nature is reclaiming its status here. Everything looks so lush and so so natural and so clean, like out here, right? You go to the communities, like the townships, things are not as clean, but out here things look clean. You get to see nature, you get to see animals, and you also have a road. So a road allows you to see all of this. But oh man, look at that. This used to be a farm here, and somebody said the house was set on fire. So I don't know if anybody even lives there anymore. I used to play here, man. There's a rock here that I painted years ago, and it's still there. Memories. And we lived here. This was my exit right here. So I would walk all the way to here. And the building you're seeing from a distance there, that's a co-op. That's where all the farmers used to bring their grain, you know, so it can be processed and shipped to manufacturers, to our different warehouses in the country. And the train also went by there. So this was a busy little village here. The trees here, there used to be more trees here to the right, but I guess some company years ago decided to cut them down. But other than that, this is it, man. This is the story of my childhood here. I'm so glad that I'm still able to visit here and to reconnect with Mother Nature. But yeah, so it's 8 o'clock. This is Africa Scope here. I was gonna be stopping here because over to the left there's a campground, there's a church campground that we used to be part of, there are some people that are visiting there. Matter of fact, I think there are some Americans visiting there as well, but hopefully I will see them before I'm done with my trip. But yeah, looks like there are people there. We'll see them later. But here we go, long road to Johannesburg. All right guys, we'll see you on the other side. And I love this view here. This is like back then. Oh my goodness, it's almost making me emotional just to remember these used to be my territory out here. All right, hopefully we don't have a lot of potholes here. We didn't have as many on the way, so hopefully things are not gonna be bad. All right, peace. I just wanted to show you this. Like, one of the things that used to be so hard for me when I was a kid is being in a taxi or a car with family members and seeing N3 or any other road in South Africa and seeing the stretch. I don't know if the camera can show you. I mean, this is a long stretch, straight. It's kind of hilly a little bit, but it's straight. I mean, it goes for miles and miles and miles and miles. I don't know, maybe like I don't know, maybe like 7 to 10 miles and stuff. But it just goes on and on and on. And so I used to struggle with this because when you were like a kid, you just wanted to get there safely. And to think that you have to go through all of this, it was just so frustrating. But it's so different when you're a driver. You somehow get to enjoy it. You are okay with it. It doesn't bother you as much because your goal is to get elsewhere. You are watching the clock. You have your commitments, your appointments. So I just wanted to mention that. But we're doing good, guys, and the time we're making is excellent. It looks like up here in the northern Free State, the sun is breaking out a little bit, and it's probably gonna be somewhat of a sunny day. But where I'm coming from, the eastern Free State there by Lesotho, yeah, it's very mountainous there, and the weather has not been good for the last 4 days since we've been here. So anyways, all right, folks, see you on the other side. All right, people. So now we're approaching this very unique hill. I mean, I'll just call it a mountain because I feel like it's tall enough. There's almost like an optical illusion to it. So when you're looking at it from a distance, it looks like the clouds are just kind of like hovering through it, like around it. So it looks like maybe it's much, has a pointier top, and it goes through the clouds, but it's not. So it's really flat on top. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's like really no mountains around it. I see some hills, but it's just so unique. It does look like a crater, but not a crater, but like a volcanic mountain. But I don't know like if that's the case, so I would have to do some research. I really would like to find out some information about this unique natural phenomena, I guess, because I like, how did this even happen? But it's really cool because it's grassy, very green. It looks like this is something you can walk. I wish I could walk this and just go to the top, because it's really cool, and you can see it like from kilometers and miles away. So it's really cool. But I just wanted to show you that. I probably taped this on the other video when we were traveling the opposite direction. I don't know what this hill is called, but it's just unique because it doesn't matter what happened to the world. These natural structures just, they don't change. You can count on them. They are always there. So we just went past this, but anyways, I just wanted to highlight that. And guys, we are making very good progress. Oh, by the way, let me just mention this. So this is summer, right? There is so much livestock out here. So if you were to land right here in the middle of N3, you would think South Africa is one of the richest countries. Like there's like life. Like out here there's life. So for some of you who consider maybe may consider in the future to move to South Africa, you know, think about the farmland. I know there are issues, but there's so much farmland here. There's no reason why our people should be cramped in places like Gauteng, Soweto, Tembisa, in Alexandra, and you know, Cape Flats, and you name it. What's the place in Durban? I forget the name now. Kwamashu maybe is one of them. These homelands like Kwakwa, Botshabelo, you name them. There's no need, there's no reason, absolutely no reason why our people should be cramped in these spaces where they are more susceptible to contacting diseases, you know, lack of basic services, no cleaning water. You know, there's really no good reason why that should be the case. For the old government, there was no good reason. For the new government, there's no good reason whatsoever. Again, I'm not trying to be political here, but it's just one of those things. You're driving through here. Yes, you have farmland, but you have a lot more space. A lot more space where people can live here, can have bigger properties, they can raise their children, they can live peacefully. Ladies and gentlemen, without being too political, this is a crime to humanity here in my homeland, South Africa. It's a crime that there's this fertile land and people are subjected to laws from other worlds, to laws that are saying, well, only a few people can own a piece of land. The rest of the people, well, sorry. I don't like that. And when you are here, you just feel that, you know, because I just drove from a small town up there. I'm not saying people cannot live in towns, but I'm like, listen, not everyone wants to live in a town. Let's make it accessible for people who want to live out here in the country so they can breathe the fresh air and whatnot. But you know what? We are here about driving, so I will just leave that there. But ladies and gentlemen, so much life here. I see a lot of cows and they look healthy. It looks like they got plenty of rain here. I mean, this is like perfect. I love what I'm seeing. Anyways, we're almost to Villiers, so let me see you when we get there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in Villiers. Villiers. All right. After a long run, we're finally here in Villiers. Villiers. Welke Plaza? Welke? Am I saying it right? In Afrikaans, welke Plaza? Welke Plaza. Okay. Bella. Bitte. Danke. Oh, Iluki. Okay. Just drop some change there. But yeah. There's the Popo. What's up, Popo? Hi guys, about 38 kilometers to Heidelberg. So I'm getting closer to Joburg. As you can tell, the road is open because it's still the holidays, right? So now it's just unfortunately it's foggy and kind of cloudy a little bit, so you can see, like, as you approach, you start seeing the mountains. Now you know you're getting closer to Gauteng province. The one thing I wanted to mention here, guys, is as I'm driving here, I was listening to the radio. They just mentioned that one of the South Africa's legendary figure or legendary icon, Mr. Mbongeni Ngema, has passed on, and I mean, may his soul rest in peace. He has contributed a lot to, I know, the theater in South Africa, especially back during the struggle. He produced and released a lot of musicals and songs. So I can think of like Stimela Sasezola, and I can think of other plays that Mr. Mbongeni Ngema actually wrote. And I want to say, I could be wrong here, you guys can correct me, but I think Mr. Mbongeni Ngema also wrote the Sarafina. Some of you know Sarafina, the movie with Whoopi Goldberg and oh my goodness, I forget her name now. Anyways, that's embarrassing for me to remember Whoopi Goldberg, but not Ausuaro Nakamo. Wow, this is just gonna bug me because I know her name very well. Last I know, she was playing in Imbewu, that show Imbewu, an excellent actress. But anyways, I will remember the name, and I'm not gonna go on Google to remember that name. But again, I just wanted to say rest in peace to Mr. Bonginimbe Ngema. His contribution will forever be written in our minds and generations to come in this country. All right. I see. Thank you. All right. Had a little moment there where I trying to change my gears and I ended up on the wrong gear. It happens. But anyways, we're back at it. There's Gauteng for you. Looks beautiful as usual, and things are gonna start getting crazy from here on. See what these people are doing. Are they gonna? Well, I guess we'll have to do it for them. If they're not gonna pass, we'll pass. Alright, that was kind of a weird, awkward moment. So I was trying to put the truck back in first gear, you know, just to get ready to move. But I accidentally put it on reverse. Yeah, so again, you make these moments and you make good memories out of them. And it's okay to laugh at myself. Yeah. Anyways. Alright. So I forget how many miles we have, but we're gonna stop at one place so I can get airtime. Shouldn't be too far. I'll get airtime and then I need to wash this truck because in Free State where I was, man, there's like a lot of mud. So this thing here needs to be washed, you know. But anyways, thanks guys for just watching this and listening to me talk about absolutely nothing. But hopefully some of you will do what I did. I used to watch the videos, and I still do to this day, of them people driving in South Africa, and it will just bring back memories. And it also inspire me to travel, like to explore more of South Africa. Because again, while these roads are still around, guys, let's, you know, if you can afford it, get on the road and explore. Okay, just get on the road and say, look, instead of always going to Gauteng or instead of always going to the same place, let me go and try a different area. Oh, by the way, accommodation is so affordable in South Africa, so you don't have to feel the need to stay in fancy hotels. Hey, Cape Town, everybody talks about Cape Town, and I know Cape Town is beautiful and whatnot, but man, you know, South Africa is not just Cape Town. There are other places here I personally feel like are worth visiting. The Eastern Free State is amazing. KwaZulu-Natal, oh man, I still have to go to Limpopo. From what I've seen, that place is beautiful. I mean, Limpopo is like this paradise. It's just like the lush, the greenish, like everything. And of course the Wild Coast, you know, in the Eastern Cape and Western Cape, I mean, those are still places to visit. Mpumalanga, guys. Mpumalanga. Why would anybody choose not to go to Mpumalanga? Beautiful place. Northwest, I've never been, but there are beautiful places there. There's this one place I want to take my kids here soon before we leave the country. I want to take them there just to explore. I mean, there's just so much that you can do here, you know, and you know, you see tourists coming here and experiencing this, and I know back when I was a kid, I just never understood why these tourists were so fascinated with South Africa. Now I get it, right? If you are always in a taxi, sometimes you don't get the full view. But sometimes you're in a taxi, they're playing music you don't like in a high volume, and it's just like, yeah, I just want to get out of this taxi. But when you're traveling with your family, you get to stop and look at nature. You get to just, as a kid, of course, you get to look out the window and see everything. And by the way, excuse me, in some of these places, you could actually see wild animals, like just on the side of the road. I kid you not. I kid you not. Like on the way here, my kids were taken by a huge surprise when we saw a zebra with cows. Like, I mean, that was totally unexpected. And they saw that, and it was like, whoa. Even me, I was like, this is cool. So we're doing good. We're starting to get some more traffic now as we approach Johannesburg. We're starting to get more traffic, but we're doing good. And I think this is coming up here is Heidelberg exit. Once we go past this, of course, Boksburg, and then we will soon be in Ekurhuleni, and things will get crazier and crazier as we go. So hopefully we do good. I'm used to the road now. We should be fine. And look at the beauty of this place. And guys, I haven't eaten breakfast. I got up, I woke up late, and yes, guys, come on. In Sesotho, we call this bird lehwaba. I think lehwaba. I think it's called Adidas, right, in English. And I tell you what, I am sick and tired of this bird already. Growing up, it didn't bother me, but now it's like hearing this bird at 5 in the morning. And the rooster waking you up, man, that's something else. That is something else. So I was awakened by a rooster this morning. That was interesting. But it is nature, and like where we're staying is right by the mountain. It's just a matter of time my kids start seeing a snake. I saw a lizard the other day in the house. I didn't tell them about it because I just know how they are. But anyways, guys, I totally forgot that I bought biltong yesterday. Biltong. So that's what I'm gonna snack on right now, because I don't really want to buy any food because I have to drive back to Free State. So this is just 1 day trip, which is fine because it's only like 10 till 10. And we're now just passing Alberton exit, which, if you ask me, we did very good timing, because we've been on the road for wow, I can't even believe it. We've been on the road for a little over 2 hours. So, word of advice, do not drive like I do. I was size 14, US 14, so South African 13. I have big feet, but that's not an excuse, guys. That's not an excuse. So Biltong, Alberton area, Heidelberg, that's what you're seeing here as we're approaching. So hopefully we have enough memory, that way we can just document this whole thing. But if it gets to where there's hardly any traffic, guys, or anything to see, I will just like skip that just to save up some video, you know. But the good thing is in Joburg today we have some sun. I heard that some places didn't have electricity here. So I know that sucks, but we have electricity in Free State, and all is good. I've been doing pretty good. I've been feeling good. I'm enjoying being here. Sorry guys, I'm talking and chewing biltong, but that's the thing about biltong. Once you put it in your mouth, you want to put more in your mouth. You just want to eat it, and it's hard to stop. Anyways, biltong is better than beef jerky, in my opinion. But I think if you are South African, obviously, you're always gonna see positive things about South Africa, especially when it comes to food. Yeah, so we're doing good. Doing very, very good. Today's Thursday. I don't think there's anything major going on. Everybody's home. People from the other provinces, because again, Gauteng is excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. I know how I hate when people are eating while they do their videos, and here we are. I've been doing one. I apologize for that, and I want to apologize in advance because I feel like I'm gonna start eating that again. So it's either I stop recording. Okay, this is gonna be my stop here. Is it engine or it's total? Oh, that's total. Okay, that's fine. That's where I'm gonna stop. And how do we do with the diesel? I'm driving a Ford. No, excuse me. I'm driving a Toyota Raider. It's a 4x4. It's a pickup truck, or bakkie as we call it in South Africa. And it's diesel. I don't know how I feel about diesel, driving the diesel truck, but it's doing okay. So I'm about almost like a half tank. So we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Ooh. Speed bumps, man. In South Africa, they get serious with their speed bumps. They get a little too serious, in my opinion.